Am I the asshole for asking my buddy's ex who insures their child? I'm a 35-year-old male, and I've recently become friends with Steve, a 48-year-old guy who is a devoted father to 3 adult daughters and his 9-year-old daughter, Chloe, with Stephanie, a 44-year-old woman. Their relationship hasn't always been smooth sailing. It began a decade ago when Steve accidentally got Stephanie pregnant. And while he's doing his best to be a part of Chloe's life, Stephanie's controlling nature makes it really difficult. Whenever Stephanie calls while I'm with Steve, she often sounds frantic or overly dramatic. It's surprising to see how possessive she is over Chloe. Just recently, Steve finally took Chloe out without Stephanie for the first time. He brought along one of his adult daughters to soften the blow. Yet, Stephanie's response, flooding Chloe's phone with messages the entire time. Steve has dreams of being more involved in Chloe's life. He wanted to teach her to ski, but Stephanie put her foot down, insisting it wasn't appropriate for a child her age, shutting down any idea he has. It's wild because she's the one who bought Chloe a smartphone, clearly for her own need to always know where Chloe is, yet she doesn't let the girl hang out with friends. Yes, she worries about money and claims to be struggling, but surprisingly, she spends her limited funds on weed. Meanwhile, Steve voluntarily gives her $250 a month, on top of paying a big chunk of the rent, just to try and keep the peace and support Chloe. One day, I helped Steve with a move while Stephanie hovered nearby, probably worried about how things would go. That same day, Chloe ended up in the ER with the flu, and after I told Steve about options under the Affordable Care Act, he decided to ask Stephanie for Chloe's social security number to get her insurance. Her reaction? She freaked out, claiming she wouldn't even share that with the state. And when Steve pressed her on it, she snapped, asserting, "We are her parents!" It was tense, to say the least. Later, Steve expressed his frustration about how she treated us, and when I tried to explain that maybe it wasn't my place to get involved, things felt complicated. So was I in the wrong for asking who insures her child in the first place? Am I the asshole?